Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how to create a really cool animation using only HTML and CSS. So, this is what we're gonna be building. I really hope you like it. It's pretty simple, but it's pretty powerful also. It adds a cool effect in my opinion. But before we get started, if you are new to this channel, I am trying to provide you with coding tutorials so that you can improve as a web developer and earn more money and ultimately lead a better life. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon. I post new videos every single day. Without further ado, let's get started. First, I'm gonna create a folder and call it Cool Text Animation. Next, I'm gonna go to my code editor, which in my case is brackets, and I'm gonna open that folder. Right, go to desktop, here it is, and select the folder. Now I'm gonna create the files index.html and style.css. Okay, let's first deal with the index.html file and build the markup. It's real simple. First we have the basic styling, and now I'm gonna create a div with and I'm gonna give it a class of content. Inside I'm gonna have a span with a class of text1, and we're gonna copy this 2 more times. This is text2, text3. This is a really cool animation, and that's basically it for the markup. Pretty simple. Let's change the title. Cool Text Animation, and let's link the CSS file, style.css. Let's open it in the browser. So this is it. Doesn't look very good, obviously. Haven't styled it yet. Let's first test something, if the CSS file is working. Give it a background of, well, looks like it's working. So now we can move on to the style.css file. Delete this. First, some general styling. We're gonna remove the margin and the padding. We're going to give property of box sizing, set it to border box, and change the font family, Arial, sans serif. Okay, now select the body. Let's give it a dark background of 33, and let's select overflow hidden. Okay, now we're gonna style the container. So content, we're gonna give it a text align. We're gonna align the text in the center, give it a position of absolute, and let's center it. Top 50%, left 50%, transform, translate, minus 50% and minus 50%. Let's see how it looks like. So you see now it's centered. Let's style the spans. Content span. We're gonna make them uppercase, so use text transform uppercase, and we're gonna display them as a block. As you can see, it changed. Now let's style the first block of text. Text1. Let me give some space here. Font size, let's say 40 pixels. Let's give it a margin bottom of 15 pixels. Color, let's say A72424. So it's gonna give us this nice little red. We're gonna set the opacity to 0, and I'm gonna comment it out for now. You'll see why. And now animation, let's call it slide. 1 second, the animation duration, and It should animate only one time, right? Animation fill mode forwards, and we're gonna delay this one by 2 seconds. You'll see why. Right, you can see that changed. Let's style the text too. Let's see, we're gonna make this, we're gonna give it a color of white. A font size, let's make it a little bigger, 60 pixels. Letter spacing, 4 pixels. Give it a margin bottom of let's say 20 pixels. Gonna make this position relative. And animation, let's call it move 1. The duration will be 3 seconds and 1 time. Okay, as you can see, this changed, and we have the text tree. We'll give a font size of 40 pixels, color A72424, the same one, and animation, move 2, 3 second 1. Now that we finished to style the text, let's start with the animation, shall we? Okay, we're gonna be using keyframes, and add keyframes, move 1, the name we put right here for this animation, and at 0% we're gonna use transform, translate X to 80%. I'm gonna explain everything. And at 100%, transform, translate X 0. Let's see what that does. Okay, as you can see, it comes in from the side, but I would have liked it. That's right, I think that's, let's give it right, so it comes and maybe a little more. Right, so it comes from outside the browser window. I think it's nicer. So what this does is basically at 0% of the time frame. So this animation duration is 3 seconds. So at the start, at 0 is at 0, and at 100% is at the 3 seconds. So after 3 seconds, it will come to the center. It's gonna start. I'm using the transform translate X, which means it moved it to the right, and I gave it 250%, and it's gonna come back to 0 in 3 seconds. So in 3 seconds, it's back to where it should be. I really hope I make this clear and I'm not confusing you. Just leave a comment if it confuses. I'm gonna try to explain better. Moving on. Keyframes, move 2. At 0%, transform, translate X minus 80%, and at 100%, transform, translate X 0. Let's see. Oh, so I'm gonna get right, minus 250%. Yes. So it's basically the same principle. Now we have to deal with this text area. So for that, we name this animation slide, and I'm gonna uncomment the opacity. As you can see now, you can no longer see it, but we're gonna solve that in a second. Add keyframes, slide, at 0%, transform, translate, translate Y this time, so it is on the vertical axis instead of the horizontal one. And at 100%, the opacity, we'll set it to 1. And let's see. As you can see, it's the animation I showed you in the beginning of the video. So that's what I had to show you for now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share this video, and I post new videos every single day, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that you won't miss any of them. That's it for now. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.